All right, welcome, ladies. This is the video everybody been waiting for. The video sales training. Sales. This is gonna have a lot into it. You guys definitely gonna like it. You're in for a treat. You're gonna learn how to, close a lot of fucking deals, and that's all you need. There's gonna be more to it, but I'm not just gonna give it all away in your one video. But this should be really good to help you make some dough, right? So who I am and why you should listen to me. My name is Pedro. On Twitter, it goes by P Power. Pedro Power, like the Gunna song, right? But in this song, it's Pussy Power. You got it. Anyway, been in sales for 5 years. Generated 3.8 million in B2B, B2C, from manufactured products and commodities to coaching offers. And I used to hate the internet in sales altogether. All right. I'm from Brazil. Been living the past 7 years in the U.S. And have trained multiple successful appointment setters. There are now closers, also closers, and I'm the owner of the marketing company called Evolve, right? And I'm gonna tell you that about later. Tell about that later. Either way, this training is not only for sales, but it should open your eyes in a way that you're probably unprepared for. I'm very tired, and I'm just freestyling this, but we're gonna see how this is gonna turn out. Looking promising though. Sales should never be your end goal. Sales should be a stepping stone, and this will prepare for the future you want to have. That's if you don't want to be in sales forever, right? And you're gonna learn how to use sales to get some leverage. Salespeople usually are horse with blinders. They only know how to fucking sell. They don't know how to do anything else with their lives. They just know how to sell, 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 sell. It's pretty much like a crypto person, right? Except that the crypto guy is not learning a valuable skill, right? But that's all they know how to do, pretty much. So salespeople, that's a big problem. Not everybody is able to think for themselves or think outside the box, and that's what I feel like everyone falls into a ditch and gets stuck into sales as a career. Sales is not a career, guys. Sales is a stepping stone for you to become an entrepreneur someday, right? And if you're good at sales, you have a higher chance of actually having a successful business. So why wouldn't you? Why would you stay selling for someone? Like, uh, don't get me wrong. Like, high ticket sales is awesome and everything, but like, it's not the end goal. All right, there should be more to it. Realistically, I personally think that there should be more to it. So let's move on to the next part. I don't know if you guys are gonna remember this. If you do, then I salute you. But for the ones who don't, this is the Exodia. It's from an anime called Yu-Gi-Oh! From the early 2000s, and basically he has all his limbs uh, tied up, right? And he's super strong, but as you can tell, he doesn't seem to be the sharpest tool in the shed. With only 3 stars in the head, and each limb having 1 star, right? So the point is, when put all together, he actually becomes the strongest card in the game. Right here, I'm fucked up with the order, right? So he actually is super strong, right? So this is kind of what sales should be. Sales is one of the cards, and it's probably the most powerful one out of them. But once combined with other skills, as I show right here, you turn into a beast, pretty much. So, for an example, I didn't have sales background, right? When I got into sales, but I had marketing and basic IT. I got into sales because shit. I got into sales because I wanted to, have a business of my own, not because I wanted to have sales as a career. In fact, I hated sales, right? I just happened to be good at it because I'm sociable. I'm 7 fucking foot 1. Everywhere I go, people talk to me, right? So it's basically like I'm a superstar, but not really. Uh, so I need to be sociable, right? I need to be good at selling. I need to be good at talking to people. So I happen to actually want to get into this to master myself, right? To actually dominate that art, and it helped a lot, especially with the opposite sex, gender, sex, yeah, whatever. The one that I'm working out right now is at networking and niche specific skill set. It really varies because in marketing, like since I'm working with small businesses, I have to adapt myself to all that stuff, which I don't mind. I think it's awesome. It's super exciting. So either way, sales is the biggest skill of them all. It's the one that's going to give you the most leverage for you to actually develop yourself into something bigger, something better, right? The Exodia per se. So once you have that down, you should be always to looking to actually get other skills, right? Instead of just like, oh, I'm a sales guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna say be doing sales and closing for offers that are just around for 1 year and then they're going into next year. Stupid, fucking scarcity mindset of I don't fucking understand, man. Either way, if you have a good head on your shoulders, you should be aiming to start your own business. Even the guys that are in sales, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm a sales guy. That's how I know." But no, bro, you are in sales and you're using that as a leverage to actually run a whole business. So you're good at marketing. Any alley, for an example, good at sales, good at marketing, niche specific skill set. I don't know about his IT, but you can replace that skill with something else, right? In networking, guy's a beast, right? I don't fucking know what he did, what he didn't do. I don't care. Like I hate gurus, right? So anyway, the guy used this all to his leverage, and boom, machine, unit, printing money, printing dollars. And that's what you want to do. Don't fucking get stuck in sales. You can make great money with sales, but that should never be your end goal, right? So we're going to get into the training in a second after my rant about this shit. Guys, don't settle for less, okay? If you don't have, like, if your IQ is higher than room temperature, then you should be able to tell that sales is not really the way to go. It's one way to go to get to the way to go, right? To get to the right path. So work on that, make some dough, stack up some cash. When you have cash, you actually can come up with better ideas for a business, and you because you're not rushing looking for, oh my god, I need to make money, I need to make money. You're gonna have fulfillment, right? You're gonna have the abundance of having cash. So it'll be a lot easier for you to jump into an idea or a business that actually makes fucking sense because you're not in just to get a pump of cash, right? So think about that first, all right? Make some Dota sales, learn other skills, transition. Boom, your own business, all right? Speed is what it takes. So you want to become this guy here. Literally, defense is infinite, attack is infinite. I don't think it's like that on the card, but I don't think this card is even real. But it serves to prove the point. Either way, sales evolved. Welcome to the real fucking training. We're gonna go over this little diagram that I made here. That your identity is basically composed by your experiences, ambitions, beliefs, and skills. Altogether, make your identity, right? And you need to like the beliefs can be something negative as well, limiting beliefs and etc. That's a huge one actually. I should have put this fucking bubble bigger because that's actually the what sets people back the most. Your skills, like we just mentioned over here, right? Skills and ambitions. What do you want? Do you know what you want? Do you have a vision? Do you have a vision, man? Think about that for a second. That's stuff that I don't want to get into it right now, but I can get into it later. Experiences, your past, traumas. Has your uncle touched you? I hope not. If he had, you got something to do. Either way, those are all considered experiences. So they will generate you into your identity. And once you do that little introspect, I think Fidel said that introspect is for women. I think I'm a bad bitch then. So either way, if you introspect and you come to the conclusion that you are not enough to actually get to where you want to be, which 99% of us are not, because our ambitions usually are bigger than where we want to get. So we need to shift our identity. For an example, breaking a bad habit down. Where is it? Right here. There you go. Breaking down a bad habit. I don't want to smoke anymore, so I switched up for these. So I'm trying to break a bad habit. I am not a smoker, so I'm changing the identity from inside out. Usually, how it works is people will start with actions and then go change their emotions and change their beliefs and change the stories and then change their identity. And then boom, okay, I caused a change. Which in fact is easier if you just start from something intrinsic, right? Start from the inside. I am not a smoker. Declare that shit to yourself, bro. I'm a fucking millionaire, right? I'm a $1 million man. So declare that shit to yourself. You're gonna tell yourself stories to change your beliefs, to change your emotions about yourself, and then change your actions that are gonna make you act accordingly. Wow, shocker. Holy fuck. I think this one I took from someone video on YouTube that I watched a long time ago to help me with a lot of shit. But this one I came up with it. So thank daddy. This is exclusive P power content here for you for hashtag $money Twitter. If you don't need any identity shift, which I fucking doubt, you can come back here and find your strengths. You're gonna list them down, break each strength into 3+ subcategories. I did 3 here to keep things concise, right? So, what do I mean by this? I'm good at talking, right? And talking is actually divided, if you actually, scrape that shit down, it's divided by multiple categories, subcategories that compose talking, which is body language, vocabulary, charisma. So you can find specific videos on that for your strengths, right? After you break it down to actually improve. Because your weaknesses, if you focus on your weaknesses, you're cooked, bro. Like, you're just gonna keep dragging yourself down because nothing's gonna be perfect. But instead, you should actually look at your strengths and use that as leverage to actually get to where you want to fucking be. I'm laying down because I'm fucking tired, man. So, after you find that out, how can I improve my body language? How can I improve my vocabulary, which is poor? I talk like slangs. I went to a dumb American high school after I came here to learn English. Kidding, just kidding. Kinda. So, work on your body language, vocabulary, charisma. Same for sales. I'm good at sales. I can, work on my tonality, pre-handling objections, building trust. Like those are all skills that are just gonna bring you a huge fucking return, realistically, man. So yeah, once your skills and strengths were identified, the weaknesses will improve by default. So don't really pay attention to the weaknesses. You can, put a little bit of attention into it because you don't want to be a slob, but your strengths are actually going to move the needle way more than your weaknesses would. So be in mind to that. So here's the part that everybody wanted to get. So we're going to divide these by checkpoints. So this is a checkpoint 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So these are the 4 checkpoints. Actually 5 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the checkpoints. And that's basically the structure of the call, right? This here, holy fucking shit. This here is your structure, right? But we can break them down into subcategories so you can actually work on them. Wow, look at me. So the intro is usually, just the formalities, right? You can pre-frame the call, right? If it's a closing call, if it's a set and you're cold calling, then it's different. But if it's an inbound, then you should always pre-frame, right? If it's a warm lead or cold calling, then don't don't for your own sake. Never ask how they're doing. Bowtie sales guy says this all the time. Never ask how they're doing. If they ask how you're doing, busy, but can't complain. You, super detached, like just lay back. Here's how I take my sales calls. Because I don't have the camera on, so I just lay back and talk. So, pre-qualifications. You need to make sure they have money for you to move forward. If not, they are a DQ. So keep in mind that we're going to be always DQing the prospect throughout this process. Why? Because you don't really care if they buy from you or not, realistically. Detach from the fucking outcome. Get that commission breath out of here. All right? Miss me with that shit. So, discovery. You're going to learn about them, right? I'm going to use the green one here. Yeah. You're going to learn about them here. What sparked their interest? Why are we here today? Why are we here talking today, John? Right? This is great. You're gonna talk about So we're here today to discuss X, Y, and Z. He's gonna lead himself into this here, pretty much, right? The next step. So after you ask them like, what sparked your interest, right? They're gonna explain, gonna get into this, and they're gonna give you ammo for you to move forward, right? And once you get enough, right, you take them over the the goals and stuff. Take into the valley of despair, and then you take them out. Right, like Cole fucking Gordon does. And you're gonna ask them the 2 whys. These are like to make it or break it, honestly. Because why now? That's where you're gonna find out, if he's ready to make a change now. Right? You're just not gonna say, "Hey, John, why now?" No, not really like that. So, for an example, hey John, it sounds like your real estate investments have been going quite well, but I don't really understand why you're looking for a change now. Like, what actually led you to, do this right now? Oh, because I want to diversify my income, yada yada yada. I need this. My wife is sick of and tired of working, and blah blah blah. Selling himself to you. He's basically saying, "Take my money. Shut up and take my money." Like, if you have a solution for his problem, of course. Why us? What do I mean by why us? It's basically the product they're selling. Like, why are you looking to buy this can of Red Bull if you could just keep buying monsters, right? and they're gonna be like, "Oh no, I heard it's great. It sounds great to me. Tax incentives, like a nice buzz with some Zen, and like you know what's up, right?" They're gonna sell themselves to you, right? And always do a partner check. It doesn't hurt to try. This is basically like you're pre-handling objections right here, pretty much. Like this is all what discovery is about, in my honest opinion. You're just pre-handling the objections because you're finding out what they're looking for. And, just like in dating, you're going to try to be the optimal person for that prospect, right? The optimal product for that prospect. So, partner check. Are all decision makers on board with this? Hey, John, have you been speaking about your significant other about this? Your wife, your dog, your brother, your cat, your parrot, whatever. Like, are you guys on board that you actually want to make a change? And what if they said no? Are you moving forward anyway? Yeah. Okay. Boom. You pre-handled like half of these already. Actually, no, you pre-handle all of them because pre-qualifications, money, done. Goals, problems, motivation, intent, self-doubt, done. Time, why now? Done. Partner, decision maker, done. You pre-handle all of the objections. Like this is great. Like this should be the smoothest pitch close that you will have in your life. But this is the cherry on top right here. This is what's gonna actually give you that leverage you want, right? Which is the transition into the pitch. You're gonna get everything that this motherfucker gave you. The prospect. Respectful. That Mr. Prospect gave you. Everything that he gave you, you're gonna be like, hey, John, man, I mean, it sounds like you're doing this for the right reasons, that you're actually looking for a change. And I actually have an idea that could potentially help you. So here's how our product could help you solve the problem you just mentioned right here. This is easy, right? This is so fucking easy. Like scripts are for pussies. Come on. Use the ammo they supplied you with, right? They give you all the ammo. Just basically tailor the pitch to their need. Pitch is not supposed to be something like robotic and stuff. Like the pitch is custom. I like to pitch custom because everybody's different, even though they're all the same, right? But everybody wants to feel special. They want to feel heard, right? You need to be actively listening to them, right? So that's how you're gonna use that to your advantage, right? And you're not abusing it. Like he gave you the reasons. He's selling himself to you, right? So you're just making put it two and two together, and that's it. Moving forward. The benefits. If it's a closing call, it's important for you to go over the benefits because he needs to know what the fuck he's getting into. If it's a set call, not quite, because that's the closer's job. So you can, brush a little bit on it, but not really dive it deep into it in a set call. But closing call, yeah. He needs to go over the terms, okay? Like we're not scamming anybody here, right? So partner tied down for a set call in case there is a partner that needs to be tied down. Moving on to the fifth step, close. This should not be here, right? This here, if you did all of this correctly, all of this stuff here correctly, then objections do not exist. That's my honest opinion. I mean, that's my experience, right? So if you handle all that stuff, objections do not exist. So if money is actually a problem, even though you qualify them, grab a fat deposit as much as you can get. Like you need a commitment because I don't like to keep following up with people. Like I do it because I got to, but like I don't like it, right? And you want them to come back to you. They're like, hey, you have a deposit here. Let's go. Let's start. You're super close from getting there, right? After that, brother, you just on board. However, it's worth mentioning that not every time you're going to be able to pre-handle these objections. So you should actually understand these a lot. I'm not going to talk about this now, but there's many videos out there. I might make one if you guys want it. But that is it. This is the Chad sales process from your favorite P-Power, right? So if you like this stuff, like, subscribe, share with your, friend that sucks at high ticket sales, and that's it. Help him change his life, right? Helping you change your life, and if you want, learn some valuable shit, jump out, be rich. That's it. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment. Come on, doesn't cost you a dime. All right, help your brother out. Peace out.